Yeah, okay. New player circle. So,
hey man, say man. God, shit. Hey man, say man. You already know what I'm gonna say, man. It's your local neighborhood player, Drip Damone Jr. kicking in the Player Circle podcast, and we don't try to fit a square into a circle. And hey man, today, man, we got the Ringmasters, aka the podcasters, Adam22 and Wack100, discussing the Hefe and King Peel situation. You know, they just giving a breakdown, really laughing at it how it all went down. You feel me? Low-key gang war brewing. You feel me? Real niggas getting into it. I ain't gonna say in the streets, but in the YouTube streets. We got podcast after podcast, clip after clip going on because of this situation. Caused by Adam, yes. Caused by Adam22. We got Hefe. And Hefe giving his breakdown and saying, you know how everybody's saying he should have handled it differently, or everybody's saying he need to be mad at Adam. Adam is at fault. He should be feeling this way. So we got that, then we got that. You know, we just gonna get to it. We gonna do the breakdown, and y'all know what we do, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer without any further ado, man. You already know what to do, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And let's get to the video.
Soon for extra. I'm hoping to talk to him in the near future. We had a situation that took place on Tuesday, and I know you've got a lot of thoughts about it.
Tell me when you got marked out.
Zero marking out happened right here.
I don't know. He put the audio out. You tried to put it out on mute. He put the audio out.
He put out.
You didn't hear what he said?
He put out that video.
Fool, my homeboy saved you. Yeah, ain't nobody between us but air and atmosphere, but my homeboy is saving you. I'm going to knock the basketballs off your wall.
I know you don't believe the things that you're saying right now.
That's what he did. That's what he said.
Because in reality, okay, so he waited today. Yesterday was the day that we were talking all about it, because today's Thursday, so Wednesday, the podcast happens Tuesday. He tries to fight me Tuesday night. We talk about it all day Wednesday. We're doing podcasts. We're talking about the whole situation. Then Thursday is today. Today he finally puts out the clip where he claims that he marked me out. And if anything,
I saw you push him up. I saw you push him
exactly. He does not push me at any point. Granted, my push, not a serious push. I go like that.
I get away from
a little tiny, like, get out of here, you nasty, smelly bum. And then he posts the clip afterwards, which is like, he has a perfect opportunity. He could have swung on me. Instead, he takes a few steps back, pulls out his phone, turns his phone on, and then all of a sudden, oh, hold me back. Hold me back. You's a bitch. You's a hoe. You's a cracker.
But you know why? You know why he pulled that phone out, right?
Because he wants the content.
No. He pulled that phone out because I'm telling R&B. I said, if he go in that pod, that space behind bro,
the cubicle,
he gonna pop his ass. This a fact. I said, boy, if his ass go in that cubicle. So that's why he pulled his phone out, to make you think about it.
You think that was a scary
because
move?
He already had did enough to give you reason. You got to remember his persona.
A lot of people are telling me that is not how it works in Los Angeles. And actually, because I said on the podcast that if he had punched me, that I would have popped him.
That's a fact.
And people.
Yeah, man, this ain't California. This ain't no stand your ground. You cannot pop somebody for whooping your ass in California. That is totally false, Adam. I don't know why you believe that, but you would have been in jail, definitely. Like, can't just smoke somebody. You ain't even supposed to have it just on you like that in Cali. You feel me? If I'm not mistaken. You can't just be walking around with that motherfucker on your hip. You feel me? I don't believe so. Not too sure on that law. If it's any law buffs out there, y'all let me know down in the comment section. Can you walk around Cali? Nah, this shit ain't like Vegas and shit. Nah, in Arizona, you can't walk around with blick. That motherfucker got to be away, concealed, locked up. They want you murdered in California, basically. You got to ride that motherfucker in the trunk, locked away. How fuck I'm going to get to my gun if it's in the trunk and some shit go down? Like, that's how Cali is, you know? So, yeah, definitely wasn't going to be able to do that.
Telling me that really that's not enough of a justification to do that in Southern California.
He look like he had 5-6 game members in there. He like, what is he talking about? What with Karen comes Darren.
And I mean, I could just imagine the arguments I could make in court. Like, hey, here, look at this video of him in his ops hood waving a gun around.
They ain't met Darren.
That was like
They ain't
3
met
weeks
Darren.
ago.
They ain't met Darren. Officer, I don't know. It was this big black guy. And he had tattoos all over his face, and he pushed me, and I didn't know what it was. Other black guys. So I just shot him like 7 times.
Headshot. He had a bunch of black guys with him.
Hey, what you mean 7 times? Because he had these big boobs and I didn't know what was going on.
Officer, I was scared of the Bloods.
There you go.
You know
there
what I
goes
would say?
Darren.
What I would have said to the cops, if the cops shut up, I would have said, lawyer. Lawyer. Officer, nice to meet you. Lawyer. That's the only way we're going to get past that.
That's it.
Anyway, so
Alex Kessel to the
let's
rescue.
Let's go in order. So you saw the situation that took place, and you claimed in the comments on Instagram that you were very, very proud of me for instigating the situation.
Yeah.
I initially defended myself. However, when I went back to look at the footage, I really did bring it up. And it wasn't out of malice. It wasn't because I knew it was going to play out that way.
You brought it up because he said shit was boring.
It was just pure ignorance on my fault because I didn't really think until it was already coming out of my mouth about the fact that Aunt Hefe was going to feel away.
That's cap. Stop it, Darren.
No, I'm not.
That's cap. I'm going to tell you why.
It was like it's happening as I'm talking, and I'm kind of realizing like, Aunt,
you knocked that shit out. Bro, when you said, I'm going to tell you why you said it. This fool is totally down in the show. Y'all doing right? Man, this is boring.
He's saying the topics suck, which just for the record,
so what you
the topics do suck sometimes. This was not that weak. We had extremely interesting stuff to talk about.
I'm going to tell you where the trigger started. You wanted to address 4 extras, he downed it. He like, oh, that ain't whatever. You let that go. Then when he said, man, this is boring, ain't nobody this, you said, okay, let's talk about you. See, when you said to let's talk about you was going to put him on the spot when Aunt Hefe, because you already determined he was going to tuck his tail. And I'm going to tell you how I know that.
I thought about the fact that there would be any tension because, listen, when I brought up King Pill and the idea of having him on, Aunt Hefe did not say a word in the group chat. He did not protest.
Why did you say?
He didn't give a shit.
So why did you say you took the disses out of your song and Aunt Hefe, you don't even want to know what he said about you. What are you talking about?
This is all I'm trying to explain to you. And
these niggas sitting out here having a good old time playing cards. If you know what movie that's from, drop that shit in the comment section. If you know having a good old time playing cards. These niggas having a good old time playing cards. Laughing. Geeky. Low-key gang war brewing in the streets. You feel me? Multiple beefs, put-offs and shit. Motherfuckers is getting into it in the YouTube streets, which is going to leak into the real streets over this shit. And these motherfuckers sitting here, kiki, and as my mama would say, they in there, they sitting there, kiki, and they sitting there, kiki, and shit. Motherfucker might get beat up and or dropped over this shit, and you niggas sitting here, kiki, in there, laughing like you motherfucking Santa Claus. Wack, what's going on? Like, and this shit funny to them. That shit crazy. The goddamn Ringmaster podcasters. The Ringmasters. I used to call you the slave master. You feel me, Adam? I lightened up on you. But now you the Ringmaster. You feel me? Of a circus. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. I'm
proud of you.
Word to my mama. Word to my mama. On the dead homies, on the dead looks, everybody. I said the thing. I said, why'd you take the disses out of your song?
Proud of you.
Word to my mama. Word to my mama. On the dead homies, on the dead looks.
I'm proud of you.
Word to my mama. Word to my mama. On the dead homies, on the dead looks. Everybody. I said the thing.
I'm proud of you.
Word to my mama. Word to my mama. On the dead homies, on the dead looks. Everybody.
On the dead homies, on the dead lokes. I don't know how many dead lokes he got, right? But y'all gangbangers particularly don't like niggas playing with some shit that, as y'all say, niggas done died for and or went to jail for. And that nigga just put it on the dead homies and the dead lokes. He just put that shit on the dead homies and the dead lokes. Blew goddamn cousin up in front of you, nigga, in front of you, and you ain't gonna do nothing? Fuck it, I ain't letting that shit ride. Who gonna stand up and be the old dog of this shit like, hey, stop playing with the seed. God playing with, he up there playing with the seed. I be asking my niggas from there, hey, bro, can I borrow our own crib before I say this shit? You feel me? Because I mean what I'm finna say, but hey, can I borrow one? Just let me borrow our own crib. Like, can I say, hey, was it good if I say this shit? You feel me? You feel me? Because, bro, he just put that shit on them and he lying. No cap, he lying. He just blew the motherfucker dead lokes up. That's crazy.
I said the thing. I said, why'd you take the disses out of your song?
Okay, that's cool.
That was a single thought.
That's
and
cool.
Then as it's leaving my mouth,
you said what?
I kind of see a little bit of a reaction from Hefe, and I say, because actually, Aaron, you might feel away about, or you listen. It just came out. Like I wasn't thinking. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of the time that me and my girl have ever had a big fight, it's because I say something without thinking about it. I say something and it just turns out to be super offensive, super mean, super up. This is not like a new thing in my life.
I was so proud of you.
But all I'm saying is people tend to attribute like evil genius to it when it's like dumbass.
I know they're gonna hate
actual
this
explanation.
I know they're gonna hate this.
But also that is like what you want me to do.
You know what I was doing?
You want me to set these guys up.
You know what I was doing?
Yeah.
6ix9ine boys. Yeah, Adam. Yeah. Yeah, Adam. Yo, I was like, yo, this now it's up. So now I'm watching. And here comes Dumbo. Lush. Here comes dumbass
Why does Lush get blamed for everything?
Because Lush thinks he's you. See, you can get away with shit. We talk, Adam, I program myself before I walk in that door, right? 60% Wack, 40% Cash Jones. Because I know, you gonna say some crazy shit.
Right.
Right? So, yeah, you know that, right? So people ask.
Nigga just said, you get away with shit, Adam. Lush ain't gonna get away with that shit. You can put shit on the dead homies and the dead lokes. You feel me? But don't think for 1 second these other niggas could play like you play.
Ask me, how do you deal with Adam? I said, yo, Adam is my therapy. He is the way that I'm getting back to normal. Because the other people, the person I am, he's not, bro, gang banging mentality isn't normal.
Yeah.
Right? Straight up. You want to sock somebody out because a look isn't normal. So you are great therapy for me to get back to normal. If I can deal with you and the outlandish, sick, crazy things you say, that's getting me to normal. Right? You know, I know how to trigger you too. That's why when I get tired of it, I do shit that I know will piss you off. Oh, and I think later on when you look at this shit, you're like, yo, he did that shit on purpose. Okay. He did this, that, and other. But that was great. Now, and Hefe is in the trick bag.
Right.
Now, I had never even heard the song. So I didn't know, right?
Have you heard it now?
Yeah, I went and listened to it today.
Because the remix that
they got 12,000 streams.
It has. Oh, you listen to the audio.
Spotify.
Well, the video that we dropped, he censored it and took it out because there's a couple of different things he says in the original one.
I remember you said you wasn't going to release it on a No Jumper platform for a reason.
Well, I said that because they filmed clips to put in it in Forester's neighborhood or whatever. That's when I said, listen, I'm not trying to put that out on the platform. Then they censored it and then they took those clips out because keep in mind, in New York, when we went to do all those vlogs with Bobby Shmurda and all that kind of shit, I'm in the car with Hit a J3, Bomb to Juno, and King Pill, and we're listening to the song, and Hit a J3, I think in that moment for the first time realized like, yo, it's not a good idea for G Uno to be on this song because of the fact that there's stuff that you're saying in this that is meant only for your local ops in Pomona, but it's going to put Bomb to G Uno in a weird position in LA. I'm not even 100% up on exactly what this is. We're a bad look or whatever. But Hit It J3 raised the issue and basically just said, from his perspective, that's not a good idea. You guys should at least take those words out because that'll show that you're being respectful of the politics, which I think was probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's real.
If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't even notice that he took the shit out of the song. So, I mean, me asking about it was basically just a follow up on something that I already knew was something they were talking about.
So now it gets weird because Lush has been to start pushing the envelope because he says, I bet you didn't even know that the song was going to get that big, did you? Right? So now,
always trying to shoot somebody.
So now, and Hefe kills it. Man, we ain't for the pot because he know eventually somebody's going to say, well, what did he say?
Because you got to think about the mentality of an Ant Hefe, where he's a serious street dude. He's done a bunch of time. He's respected. He ain't had a mark out moment in the social media world, et cetera. You know, a lot of us are kind of used to being involved in a bunch of messy shit. He hasn't really gone through all that.
Yeah, he ain't had none.
But you know that he's getting warned and having people on his bumper and telling him, hey, No Jumper is going to basically clown you, line you up, make you look stupid at some point. And from his perspective, it's like, well, I keep going in there and doing podcasts and it's cool every time. Adam's been respectful of me, so I don't really think that's going to happen. So I feel like in Ant Hefe's head, he's on high alert where he knows that he could easily end up in a situation that would maybe make him not look the best. And he's got his guard up. He does not want to make anybody think that it's okay to clown what he's associated with. That was the only situation, because overall, Ant's a neutral guy in the building. He's not pressing shit like that. Yeah, he's chilling. He's doing podcasts.
Nobody has an issue with that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody. So that situation only because what the bozo did is said. And even then he put Ant in a situation because what Ant says, you didn't diss my hood, right? Well, technically he did. Because when you diss the Trey, you diss everything across the board. Right. You can't say this and then exclude that. But Ant is coming in here trying to pod and conduct his business, right? So he really was leaving it alone and he was checking dude temperature. See, Ant did some YA baby shit. He checking dude. When he walked in, he checked dude's temperature to see where he was at. He wasn't going to speak to him until he said something to Ant.
Right.
And based upon how he spoke to Ant was going to be how Ant was going to respond. And Ant pretty much let it go until, you know, it came back up.
I think Ant just wanted to make it clear that he was not going to be viewed as somebody who in any way got disrespected in this situation. And even if that meant him sort of prematurely turning up to just make it clear that he doesn't deal with people who disrespect his hood or whatever, he just wanted to make it perfectly clear that that's where he's at.
Listen, all I know.
But they keep saying Ant turned up. I think that was very mild. Like, he didn't turn. He said, look, we're not going to make this a topic. I'm not going for no disrespect from no individual. You feel me? He said, I know you didn't. I just said you didn't disrespect. You feel me? It was just very matter of fact. You feel me? But I don't think he turned up or nothing like that.
Punchline is what put the icing on the cake.
What?
So what we doing? Them squabbling words. I don't care if it's you and your brother, you and your relative, and one of y'all's a Damone and one of y'all's a Keyway. So what we doing mean you doing it, right? After he didn't answer, Ant went on to roll his blunt. Oh boy, over there like he got a nerve problem, leg bouncing, the chat eating him up, telling him he got marked out. See, what you got was what he had for Ant, but he didn't want to approach Ant with that. Like that, bro, everybody know Adam ain't passing no money in this building. You come in this building looking for some money, you shit out of luck.
Instantly. Like he thought he was going to get paid 5 minutes after we finished.
You already told him, you said hit, bro, and he going to pay you, right?
Yeah.
So.
And even like I told him, I'm like, he'll get you paid by the end of the hour.
That's a fact.
That somehow still was not good enough for him. That's when I was like, oh, right, this is about something else.
Bro, you know you lined him.
But this is hours after that, because keep in mind, that's a 4-hour podcast, and that situation probably happened like almost 2 hours into it. And so the chat is going nuts. You know how it looks.
His phone is going crazy.
You see the chat at a normal speed, and then something like that happens, and then the chat is all of a sudden, it looks like a Kike Sinat chat. Like, it's just going nuts.
It's going nuts.
And the thing is that they were both seated in such a way that they didn't have to turn their head. They didn't have to do anything to see it. They're both perfectly in the line of it, and the chat is like 90%.
Listen,
King Pill, use a bitch, and Hefe stood on business. Let me explain
something to you. The chat was whooping his ass so bad, Munchie B could see it. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he probably knew what was going on without having to look.
Well, he tried to curve it. Munchie B tried to curve. He tried to like move on and start talking about other things, you know. But you know, this you gonna have there's some value in him. He didn't kill. Now I'm gonna tell you, bro, for real. We can't be looking crazy. Dude did too much disrespect, cause you be wanting to play motherfucking what's that pastor dude? That white pastor, that big white pastor. This that dude name. Yeah, you be like to play Joel Osteen and forgive a motherfucker. Listen, bro, you can't have the building looking weak like that. When a dude violate, he violated.
So you're saying he can't come back? Because I agree with that.
Bro, you can listen, bro. Like, because then you're going to have the build looking crazy.
No, yeah. I mean, just anyone who has that kind of pussy ass energy that like puts shit out and then can't stand on it. It's just like we really should only like we can engage with J-Cats to make fun content, but they just can't become part of the actual.
Well, here's
crew.
the problem, bro.
Yeah.
This is where he violated. No Jumper is built on the basketball.
Can you believe that?
He knocked 6 basketballs.
3, I think.
Off the hoops.
I picked them up, so I think it was 3.
Right? And I'm watching them. Oh, he better not knock the one with my name on it that somebody already crossed out on it.
Did somebody?
Already, they crossed it out already.
Oh, my God.
You win, your mama's a man and your man is a mama. Whoever did it, that's to you, right? So now, at the end of the day, certain things you just can't know. If he'd have just like, man, Adam, give me my bag, you on some bullshit, or talk to you in a way that you didn't feel like you had to push him off for you. Because see, if the wrong people would have been up here, it'd have went up.
Or if he hadn't waited until the wrong people had already left. Because you know that if Aunt Hefe was standing there watching that take place, he probably would have immediately peeped like, hey, I think that aggression is meant for me. What's going on?
Like, he'd have told you, homie, bag up. It'd have went up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'd have been a problem. So it was like,
God, I wish Brick was there. That would have been wild.
Brick would have got his ass whooped.
Yeah, right.
He'd have smashed Brick.
I don't know.
Brick Brick got injuries too, bro. That's why I never really wanted to like have to touch him. Yeah. Bro got injuries for real though. Like when I know somebody got injuries, it's like he got like some spine.
He's also got more skulls than you got squabbles. Anyway,
yeah, that's great. Yeah. He told the feds that too.
He didn't tell
You're right.
them.
And I got an F on the gangbang report card.
Oh, F mine.
Work. They sitting there like Ringmaster just laughing about the whole shit when it's really going up. Like it's a lot going on. And look, his caps and Hefe caption, Adam set you and Fiend Peel up like a slave, and Hefe. Why you ain't calling him out? This is what the people been saying, and Hefe, man. They want to know why he ain't saying nothing to Adam about setting him up. You feel me? He say, Adam set you and Fiend Peel up like a slave, and Hefe. Why you ain't calling him out?
Good old big deal with the good old people, man. It's your boy Young Aunt Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young Aunt Hefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics is Adam22 and No Jumper. What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? So, I know I got a lot of fans and a lot of supporters out there, right? I got my little co-following, you know what I'm saying? Y'all rock with the Hefe, and I rock with y'all. It's always solutions, it's always respect. A lot of people been hitting me up about Adam22. Why I'm not blaming Adam22. Everybody overlooking Adam22. Adam22 a slave master. Adam22 got y'all doing this. Adam22 got y'all under his spell. So, to my fans and my supporters only, being that y'all rock with me, and I'm a constant reminder every day of giving y'all some solace and relief, or whether it's just you laughing, smiling, whatever the case may be. I appreciate all the support. And so for y'all, we gonna go over this situation, and I'm gonna give it to you how I view it, because you view it your way. And a lot of people, when you don't view things their way, off the back, people gonna get defensive or say that you biased, you know what I'm saying? At all, never been that person. So for people that know my character and know me, they know these things. So people basically was like, ain't nobody holding Adam22 accountable is because he the one that instigated the situation that happened at No Jumper last week. And a lot of people are feeling like it's scripted. Some people feel this is a bag of trick he had in his bag that he was gonna pull out. And you not wrong for your opinion, but you can't try to chastise me or come for me or tell me I'm blind if I don't have your opinion or see what you talking about. Because I'm living this and going through this experience in real life time. So I'ma go through this content with y'all, and I'ma explain to y'all why this fully don't go on Adam, or why I don't blame Adam. And as well, Adam tapped in and, you know, was like, hey, you know, my bad. You know, I apologize if you think that I was trying to be detrimental to your character or make you hop out there. So what we about to do is we about to drop this footage, and y'all already know, man, it's the Hefe and the Hefe. I'm gonna commentate.
Sex in his life that his like taste got weirder.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be the last one for sure. Because fucking Aunt Hefe in the building.
What's the deal, Black?
I'll give it the last one.
Damn, that's dope that we're gonna have to make Tania sit in the back if she does show up.
She can sit on my lap.
Damn, we all made it. And you got a metal water. You get that from the airport?
No, my shit caught on flat twice. I down there had a Hefe situation. My shit caught on flat on Slauson and Crenshaw.
For real?
Had to pull in the tire shop.
Was
Then
you
we
gonna
got
hit
on
him
the
with the no,
freeway.
sir?
My shit caught on flat again on the freeway. Had to get off the freeway and take the street.
Oh shit.
Was you gonna hit him with the no sir?
Come on, stop it. Niggas know where I'm from, bro. Cut it out.
Oh, your car broke down in an op hood.
Slauson and Crenshaw.
Hey, see, certain niggas can't say I don't bang because they already know. Everybody, your face widely know because you in and out of jail, and then the internet on top of that. But he know damn well they knew who he was. He told them no sir.
But if somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, where are you from?" You just say, "I work for No Jumper."
Hey, he trying to make me go viral. He trying to make me.
Man.
You know King Pill?
Nah, we ain't never met.
We gotta do this introduction. King Pill, you ever met Aunt Hefe?
What's the deal?
What's the word? What's the word, man?
What's going on, my nigga? Fat Hefe.
No, man. Fiend Pill.
Cause you guys have done videos about each other, right? A little bit.
Nah, we ain't done no videos. No, I just did like little videos and just, you know, little shit on the internet, like joking and shit. We ain't never did no. That's why people need to cut the bullshit. Cause I was on the way over here, like, you know, I was in the car with the homie, and the homie was looking at some shit, and he like, yeah, they talking about Adam, you know what I'm saying, got ops. Man, they ops, nigga. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, nigga, I'm from A-Trade Gangsters in LA. Like, bro, like, what y'all mean Adam got ops in the room with each other? Like, what the fuck y'all talking about?
Do I? Who's ops?
Oh, me and Brick Baby?
Shit, with Brick Baby, yeah. That's what I was wondering. Like,
Adam
niggas,
ain't
you know,
got
trying
nothing,
to come with
bro,
their little narratives. I'm like,
if they talking about that, I do what I want to do. Like, that, Adam ain't got anything. Really, so, what ops they got in the room together, though?
Yeah, you fucking text Big U and shit. You don't gotta worry about me putting you with ops.
Yeah. No.
You're open-minded.
No. That was third party and shit. But he looked out.
What's the deal with Young? What y'all was talking about before I walked in?
Before you walked in, shit, what were we talking about? Diddy? We were talking about if it's gay to have a dude come on your girl's tits and then rub it on your nipples.
Hell yeah. We ain't doing that. Diddy out of pocket. He had another man's semen on his nipples. We ain't doing that.
Oh, man, I ain't even hear none of this shit before,
we ain't doing
man.
that.
I never even kept up with that Diddy shit.
King Phil does that all the time. Anyway,
yeah, the slick.
That's a Thursday afternoon.
Slide some shit in there.
So let's just hit the biggest topic that we obviously got to talk about. There's so many little like strands of information surrounding this. But before we get into that, I did just want to say quick shout out to Everything 420. They are like the Amazon of smoking gear. Yes, we are past the 4th of July. I feel like.
And in the previous segment, the tire had caught flat. We had to run flat tires. Tire flats. That little stuff in which the funniness and form it would take. We made it to no jumper. I get to no jumper. Y'all see how I come through the door no jumper. As soon as I walk through the room, Adam, oh, we thought you was gonna be the last one. Everybody was late that day. As y'all see, if y'all want to go rewind back, when the segment first started, it was just him and Lush. Everybody started falling in one by one. I fall in, they was expecting Tania before me. I showed up before her. When I first walk in the room and I come in there to sit down, you hear Fiend Pill speak to me and says, "What up, blood?" And I ignore him off the back. I don't even acknowledge nothing he says. Don't speak. Go right there, sit down on the couch, acknowledge Munchie B, acknowledge Adam. Sit there on the couch. What's going on, though? What was the topic? What we was talking about? They always talking about this Diddy thing or whatnot. They further get back on what they was talking about as far as the Diddy thing. Now, anybody knows if you walk in the room for all these members that's on social media or just watching this, when you walk in the room and you greet somebody and somebody don't greet you back, is that not gonna have you on the offense and or ask somebody like, hey, what's up, bro? You ain't hear me? I just said, what's up? You ain't hear me greet you? But I guess not. For some people, not. That's one. We sit there for a minute. Adam come out, he make the introduction. He like, hey, King Pill, you know you met in Hefe? He like, no, woo. I'm like, nah, you know we ain't met. He like, oh man, you know y'all do content on each other. I got some content, you know what I'm saying, with each other or about each other, right? So I'm like, bro, nah, not really no content. I did some content and had his name in my mouth, but I don't think at that point I had a Fiend Pill segment. If I did, it was one. But like I said, let's establish this right here, that it's not no smoke, which he agreed. So he furthermore laughed and was like, what's up with my boy, Fat Hefe? I'm like, haha, what up, Fiend Pill? Everybody started laughing, we shook hands, that was that. Now what a lot of people didn't pay attention to is what I did when I first came in the room and I interjected and I said, what's going on? People talking about they got ops in the room. When I was on my way over there, my people was watching No Jumper Live and they was in the chats and they in the chats like, ooh, when Ant show up, dang, they got King Pill and Ant in the room. So people play into these comments. A lot of these gangbangers play into these comments, what these comments thinks and what these comments got to say, and a lot of these comments be civilians. So off the bat, when I come in the room, I'm like, who's supposed to be enemies? Nobody say nothing. I didn't put no name on there, but I just wanted to address who was supposed to be enemies in this room. Do anybody feel they got an enemy in this room? He didn't speak up. Obviously, he didn't feel like I was an enemy. Munchie B spoke up like, oh, who enemies? Who this, that? They talking about Big U, this 60 thing. I really didn't, furthermore, fall into the line of conversation with that. I just wanted to act and have that out in the open is there any option here? You know what I'm saying? We in the building, is there any problems? You know what I'm saying? Everything was good. Now, let's get into the second half of this content.
Yo, all right. I got a question. As long as King Pill, I feel like he's like primarily interested in talking if we're going to be talking about him. So let's talk about this. You took the disses out of the Slide remix.
I knew this nigga was gonna bring this shit up.
Hey, and Hefe, I don't even want to tell you one of the disses that I was in the original Slide first.
We ain't doing that one.
Yeah,
Man, you knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it.
but you took him out.
Yeah,
But there's multiple disses. It wasn't just that one.
I know. And his version of that word means something else.
Yeah, a lot of my shit that I was talking about was in my local community. You feel me? But yeah, shit, I took it out to reach a wider audience. You feel me? Just so motherfuckers to play it and feel like they don't need to skip it. You feel me?
So did this all stem from the conversation that I saw you?
But and sitting there trying to keep his cool is the funniest shit ever. He's sitting there. He going back and forth between the two, like, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. He keeping his cool though.
Like Hit It J3 basically was saying that he didn't think it was a great idea for Bompton G Uno to be on a song that had disses in it that might affect his street situations. True.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. You feel me? I believe that was true. You feel me? Yeah, some shit like that. We was politicking about it. You feel me? It made sense. You know what I'm saying?
But you probably, when you recorded that, you probably weren't expecting it to be like what it became, huh? You didn't know that was gonna be like your.
Man, I was just giving that shit to my audience. You feel me?
This out though, we ain't gonna let that linger on. I'm from 83rd Street, bro. Like, and that dish the set. You feel me? Like, I know where he from on the set, and I don't play into the little fake politics. He ain't dissing A-Trey on the set. Period. I'm not barring no disrespect from no. Ain't never barred no disrespect from no. Period.
Who said
You know
somebody disrespected you?
But still, the topic coming up.
Yeah, that's what I tried to read in.
I'm talking to this man, bro.
Oh,
I'm talking to him because the topic lingering, bro.
That I'm disrespecting you?
Bro, you not hear what I'm saying?
Nah.
You said you from a community,
right.
and you said where was aimed at.
But it ain't this show said though.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying though.
Okay, so we saying the same shit. So we saying the same shit.
Oh, okay, for sure.
We don't gotta talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
For sure.
Clarify. We on though.
Clarify.
We on explosives, nigga. Tania dropping babies and shit, content and all the shit.
Baby up here.
This sassy badass bite.
Oh my god.
Everything in it.
But what we on though? At the end of all that shit, fuck all that shit, but what we on though? And he wasn't talking about no topics. He wasn't talking about no topics. He wasn't talking to the rest of the room. He was talking, but what we on though? What we on though? Well, you feel me? But what we on though? That was space and opportunity, and that's why Adam got pressed, because he couldn't press the old Hefe. Don't care nothing but what the check say, so he had to press Adam because he couldn't, you feel me? He just got marked out.
This pod was straight up until this point, and this is what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like a lot of people, or a lot of my supporters, and as well trolls, are coming and like, hey, ain't nobody calling Adam out. Adam the slave master, he putting the whip on y'all. That's y'all boss. All this crazy stuff, all this crazy talk. Now, y'all see, I never even really played into the narrative of the word being said in his Slide first song because I have never heard the song. Have my people heard the song? Yeah, my people heard the song, and the song have been referenced to me. I've been told about it, but I'm not the one that want to go listen to a rap song to hear it dissing my set, or hear it dissing something associated with my set, because my set is a Trey. But there's Treys in other areas. There's Treys across this world. So I already knew the narrative that the chats and the messy people was trying to spin. So that's why when I came out and put out in the open, like, is there any enemies in here who's supposed to have been enemies? That's why I spoke that. Nothing was never spoke. We introduced ourselves. The air was clear. Adam popped this question. As y'all see, when Adam popped this question, I'm looking at Adam like, what the fuck is you talking about or doing? But let's not sit here and play and act like we don't know characters in our characteristics. At No Jumper, I'm a grown-ass man and I know what I subject myself to. Just like anybody who lived life up to a certain point, definitely as an adult should know what they subject themselves to and what they dealing with. I'm not the first person that have been put in a situation like that or Adam have asked an awkward or crazy question to. Now, do I always think that question was gonna be popped? No. And you gonna have your opinion, and if your opinion different from mine, like, oh, you crazy if you don't think Adam was gonna ask that question. That's just your opinion. That don't mean that I'm trying to be on his side or I'm coming to his aid. We had a long pod going on before that question was asked. Adam could have been popped that question. Even before the introduction or right after the introduction, like, hey, King Pill, you know him who? And you know he got a controversy, you know all the little stuff. But I know y'all go, oh, but you crazy. He gonna wait till it get in the show, let it get some time, let it get comfortable, then he gonna come with the bam. If that's your opinion, you might be righteous. I'm not telling you you wrong. I'm just telling you how I feel. I don't think the question was gonna be popped until King Pill, Fiend Pill, came out and was like, it was bored. The topic was bored. He really don't do this type of pod. He want to talk about blowing some shit up. He want to talk about 4 extras. So Adam felt disrespected, and as anybody that feel disrespected, they're going to put up a defense mechanism. Any human being that is prone to violence or they're prone to some type of offense is going to automatically find a defense mechanism to place up. That's natural human nature. So I think Adam felt some type of way when dude was like, man, it's a weak pie, ooh, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, you know what? I got something. And do I want anybody to be messy at my expense? Hell no, I don't want nobody to be messy at my expense or play with me. So I think that's how the question came about, just my opinion, and was popped and asked. So y'all seen how I was looking at Adam, because I'm really like, bro, where are you going? What's this? What's your angle with this? So Adam like, hey, man, you know, let's talk about this. You take some controversy lyrics out your thing. Hey, and Hefe, you know, and it might have been something that, you know, was derogatory towards you. So now, this is out. Everybody feeling they mind take flight on Adam. You should whoop Adam out. The question is out.
All the niggas that's saying that is niggas who don't know how to conduct themselves in the workplace. Just because some shit go down that you don't like in the workplace don't mean you could just crash out and flip out. Niggas want you to trick yourself out your position like King Peel just did. You feel me? And then they gonna be like, oh, you was stupid. You feel me? Nah, fuck that. You know what you signed up for when you went in the building. You handle this shit accordingly. Like you said, y'all had talks previously. What's your triggers? You feel me? You ain't Laylan out. He know he can go to a certain extent. You feel me? No Diddy. Yeah, man, you handled this shit like a P, man. You understand me, man? It wasn't nothing else you could have did, man. The question got asked and you handled that shit accordingly. You feel me? The situation is what the situation is. The motherfuckers who said you should have crashed ain't got shit to crash about. Ain't got shit to lose. I mean, ain't got shit to lose, so they'll crash any day. Them dangerous motherfuckers.
King Pill has to answer this now. Fiend Pill go on and answer, oh yeah, man, you know, I took it out to reach a wider audience, and then plus people I was on the song with, you know, didn't want to be associated, you know, with that, you know what I'm saying, so I took it out. But on top of that, he's acknowledging it is a tray in his room. I'm from here, and my community beef with some dudes out there, and that is a word we use to diss them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm acknowledging it is a tray here. It's no disrespect to him. And you know you're going to have butt heads and people hop out there and play like, oh, no, man, that was disrespect. Like, let's stop playing. Of course, the word was originally used to diss my hood. It's branches off that are trades, and that also diss they set, but they also have other ways and words that are used to diss they set as well. So, do I want to hear that word? Do I like that? Hell no. That's why I try to nip it in the bud. You know what I'm saying? Before it got dragged along. Adam popped the question to him. He answered it, and I was satisfied with his answer because I'm not a person who's what's the word I'm looking for? Insecure. I already knew who he was talking about.
I'm not the kind of person that's insecure. One of the comments under this video was, one thing Aunt Hefe gonna do is mispronounce a bunch of basic words. That's what we concluded from watching this nigga.
The moment people start referencing and telling me about the song, let's not play here. So now Lush interject, and Lush wants to furthermore hear a response to this word. Peel said one word, I interject. Hey, hold on. What we not about to do is talk about this. This is where I'm from. That word is dissing my set, although he was not talking about my set. So furthermore, before I was interjected by King Peel and him asking how he disrespected me and why I feel disrespected, what I was gonna say was, pertaining to Lush, we not dragging this out. I'm from A-Trade. At the end of the day, that is how you diss my set. But he already put out there, he's not talking about my set. They do have another hood out there that he beef with, and that is a way that you use to diss they set. But he took that out. That's over with. We not about to linger. We not about to let that word be the butt of the joke. I was explaining this to the dude who popped this question to King Peel up until he interjected and said what he said. So when he asked me how I feel disrespected and why I feel disrespected, look, dude, I'm talking to this man. You just high and hopping out there and interjecting yourself in the conversation, which is making me socially spar with you now. So, which I'm telling him, no, you ain't disrespecting me, but to keep this lingering on, it's going to be disrespectful, and I'm going to start feeling disrespect. So we going to nip this in the bud. Which he, well, I already said I didn't diss you, and I'm not dissing you, which I'm agreeing, and that's what I was going on to say. So at the end of the day, everybody want me to hold Adam accountable when I know what Adam do. And I was in his room firsthand how this situation played out. And at the end of the day, us as members, I gotta hold the member accountable because we're both on this platform, and I don't know if he do, I know what the platform could be about at times. But just because y'all out there have a problem with Adam and y'all feel like I'm not holding him accountable, come on with the bud job. That's straight bud job, bro. Like we all, anybody that watch No Jumper, y'all know how Adam interviewed. So why would I take offense to how somebody interview and I'm sitting here up on this couch, grown ass man, knowing what goes on? And I know, or I feel why, at least in my opinion, why this question was popped. See, if the question was popped to me, if I was Fiend Peel and Adam got at me like, hey, Aunt Hefe, oh, you basically saying the pod this week, you had a controversy song, why you take them lyrics out? You know how I would have answered it? I would have shedded it right down to where it would have made King Peel saluted. Just like this, hey look, yeah, it was some little controversy lyrics in there, you know, it wasn't aimed at nobody in this room, you know what I'm saying? It was aimed at, you know, some dudes, you know, I beef with in my community, which is, you know what I'm saying, miles and miles away from LA, you know what I'm saying? It was took out to reach a broader audience, and the homie I was on the song with, they didn't want to be associated with the word. You know, it wasn't no disrespect to nobody in this room, but we not even about to talk about that. So Lush couldn't even have asked him an extra question to make this linger on. So that's why I can't come out and fully hold Adam22 accountable.
Yeah, man, I hear it out, man. He handled it how he handled it. He knew what he signed up for coming on to the No Jumper cast, and he felt like he handled it. You feel me? How it needed to be handled accordingly. I want to know what y'all think, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. Did Ant handle that the right way? Is Adam and Wack right for laughing about this shit? Should they be sitting back geeking about this shit, man? And did Ant Hefe handle this shit the proper way with the proper player protocol? Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And we back with another one when we got another one in, man.
Yeah, okay. New player circle. So, again, low.